My only son faked his paralysis. I have the footage to prove it. For 3 days, I'd barely left Leo's bedside at Mercy General. The motorcycle crash on the interstate had left him with catastrophic injuries. Or so the doctors said. A fractured spine.
Possible permanent nerve damage.
I slept in a chair, holding the hand of my 34-year-old boy as he whimpered in pain. Then, on the 3rd night, a weary night nurse named Clara brushed past me. A folded scrap of paper was pressed into my palm. He's lying. Storage room B security monitor. 3:17 a.m. Lying? My son could barely lift his head. But the doubt was a seed, sprouting vines of cold dread. I found the room. I queued up the feed. And I watched my world dissolve. The timestamp glowed. 3:17 a.m. The room was still. Then Leo's eyes opened. He sat up smoothly, swung his legs, both legs, off the bed, and pulled a phone from under his mattress. He was texting, smiling. At 3:23, his wife, Chloe, slipped in with a bag of takeout. They shared a burger and fries, laughing silently on the grainy film. At 3:30, he stretched, walked to the bathroom and back, no trace of impairment. Then he climbed back into bed, arranging himself into a picture of suffering. I drove home in a silence so deep I could hear my own heart breaking. Why? The answer came with terrible clarity. My lake house, paid off in my name. For weeks, Chloe had casually mentioned its soaring market value. Leo had debts. I'd seen the envelopes, ignored them. This was a performance to con me out of my home that I called an old contact, Marcus, who still had security access. Dig deeper, I said, my voice hollow. 2 hours later, he called back. It's a conspiracy, Ben. The neurosurgeon, Dr. Shaw, received a $20,000 consultation fee from an LLC linked to Leo, dated before the accident. The MRI shows minor bruising. Shaw's report claims a spinal bleed requiring a $300,000 procedure. Leo's business is underwater. They need a quick, desperate sale. The next morning, I returned to the hospital, an actor now in my own tragedy. Leo greeted me with a pained groan. The pain. It's endless, Dad. Chloe arrived, her face a mask of concern. Dad, the insurance, they denied everything. She let the silence hang. But my cousin is a property developer. He made an offer on the lake house. It could cover the surgery. Leo turned tear-filled eyes to me. I don't want you to lose Mom's house, but I don't want to be in this chair forever. I squeezed his hand, the betrayer's hand. Let me think about it, I whispered. The following day, I walked into room 307 not as a father, but as a reckoning. I had Marcus with me, and my neighbor, Sarah, as a witness. Leo began his usual script. Dad, have you decided? The surgeon says. The surgeon is paid for, I said, my voice cutting the air. I looked at my son, my stranger. I saw the security footage from 3:17 a.m. I know about Dr. Shaw. I know about the debts. The color drained from his face. Chloe stepped back, her hand flying to her mouth. You staged this, I continued, the words ash in my mouth, to steal from me, to sell every memory of your mother. Leo's performance shattered. The weakness vanished from his posture. Dad, I can explain. There is no explanation. I turned to leave, the final fatherly thread snapping. The police have all the evidence. Talk to them. I didn't look back. I walked down the sterile hall, the grief a physical weight, but beneath it was the hard, unyielding foundation of truth. I was going home to my lake house, alone.